Hey, John from GameDaily here at EA, and I'm with
Rachel Bernstein. I'm the lead producer at EA of SimCity Societies.
Dan Alioto, and I'm the assistant producer for SimCity Societies at EA.
So this is the first time we're seeing SimCity Societies here. Can you tell us a little bit about what's different compared to the previous SimCities?
Sure. This is a very different game in that we're letting you make very different kinds of cities. Before you could only make sort of one kind of modern metropolis. You can still do that in this game, but now the creative palette is much broader. You could make a rural community and have it stay that way, or a big city. You could make a city that's all about creativity and knowledge. You could make a very secular community, or even a religious society. You can make a green city, or you could have a very polluting place. You can make a city that's a fun place to live, or it could be a very grim one. We're trying to make a game which is easy for anyone to pick up and start playing, and gives you a lot of creative opportunities to make different kinds of cities.
Can you show us a little bit about the mechanics of the game and maybe how it compares to SimCity, the previous ones?
Sure, let's have a look at the game. We've got it running over here. The way that we've made the game easy to pick up and start playing is by having a very straightforward, uncluttered interface that's easy to get going with. The core of the game is in 3 building blocks. You're talking about homes, workplaces, and venues. You build more homes when you want more people, you build more workplaces when you want more money, and you build more venues when you want your people to be happier. If they're not happy enough, they don't go to work. If they don't go to work, they don't make money. If you don't have money, you can't build buildings. Homes, workplaces, and venues, it's really as simple as that to get going.
So the big goal is to make sure your population is happy, content, their society prospers, things like that.
You know, it's a great question. In previous SimCities, you always wanted to make sure your society was happy, content, prosperous. In this game, part of the thing of having a broader creative palette is that you could decide that you want to run your city like Big Brother and not have your people be happy at all, and you can still run a very successful city. In fact, if we look over here, this is a very wealthy community where I'm trying to make the people happy. If we start touring across the city, we'll see very different approaches. Here I have a sort of college town with frat houses, and they're all about education in that area. And over here, I'm more thinking like a robber baron. I've got tenements, I'm running like a slumlord, I've got sweatshops and mills for them to work at, I've got dive bars for them to go to. So I might not necessarily want my people to be happy. If we go a little further in the city, we see a place that's very oppressive. This gets to a part of the game that I didn't tell you about yet in the mechanics. One of the big innovations in the game is that every building in the game produces or consumes societal energies. And that's why we're calling it SimCity Societies. You can make a city that is just devoted to 1 or 2 of these energies. And if you look over here at the game from left to right, we have industry, you can point to them, wealth, creativity, devotion, obedience, or knowledge. If I'm making a city where I'm primarily being fueled by obedience, my population won't be very happy. I don't mind, because I don't need them to be happy, I just need them to go to work. And to get them to do that, I might have them go to a reconditioning center. They walk in feeling kind of grumpy and not wanting to go to work, and they come back out not really remembering what happened, but feeling like they are content, and they will go to work after all.
So when can we expect SimCity Societies in stores?
We're going to have it out this holiday season.
Great. Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.